Hey guys, welcome to 30 minutes of tone today. All you need are some weights, maybe 2 sets, and as always I encourage you to go as heavy as you can, so I'd rather you be pushing a heavy weight and need to stop and switch to a lighter weight than for you to never actually get to that point. This is a tone or resistance focused workout. We're not really worrying about getting our heart rates up, but they are going to get up simply because of the size of the muscles that we're using, and the heavier the weight that you have, the higher your heart rate's going to get, the harder your body's going to work, the more efficient this workout will be. Here's how it goes. We've got 4 rounds of work. The first 3 rounds have 3 exercises in them: upper body, lower body, combo. We'll do each round 2 times. The 4th round also has 3 exercises, but they're all core. We'll do that round twice as well. 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off for each exercise. So grab your weights, grab a mat, whatever you need. We're gonna get right into our warm-up and get started. And that's all I have to tell you. Let's go. All right, let's start with the march right here. March right and left, knees coming up to belly button height or higher. There's no rush. It doesn't have to be giant. It doesn't have to be fast or forceful, but we're gonna add arms pulling down either side of the thigh right here. If you want to stay narrow in the march, you can do that, or you can take it bigger and kind of move side to side, whatever you feel like doing. Just getting those big joints warmed up, the hips, the shoulders, the knees, belly button tight. We're going 4 more. Here's your 4, and 3, and 2. Squat it out right here. Booty back, weight in the heels, toes lifted. So first squats of the day. They don't have to be deep. Again, warming up big joints, big muscles. Belly button tight, chest lifted. 4 more here. Here's 3. Here's 2. On the last one, stay down, pulse. Pulse. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna squat, lift the hips, squat, stand up. It looks like this. Squat, lift the hips, squat, stand up. Do it again. Squat, lift the hips. So when I lift the hips, I'm just pushing my knee pits. That's a very technical term. My knee pits to the back and stand up. I'm not fully locking those knees out. That would probably hurt my hamstrings because I've got a nice flat back. Good, we're gonna do this exercise in the workout with weights. So we're just getting used to it. Down, back, down. Last time. Good. From here, I want you just to forward fold all the way down. Hands to the floor if you can. Just hang here, enjoy it, and then round all the way up. At the top, we go 2 big arm circles back, and then 2 forward. Good. Heels to the booty. Let's kick our booties right here. Warming up the hamstrings. Add the arms pulled back. Back again, big joints, big muscles starting to get warm. So we're ready to add the weight. 4 more. Here's 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. Last time each side. We're gonna lunge side to side. I want you to tap the floor if you can. Tap the floor if you can. Again, no rush. You can take a little kind of 2 pulse if you want to slow it down. What works for you works for me. You got it. Last time each side, we're gonna hold left, sink down into it, lift that right toe off the ground if you want to, or not, you can stay here. Just feel that nice inner thigh stretch. Other side, same thing, sink deep. Lift the toe if you want. Back to center, forward fold, wide legs. You might need to scoot them in a little bit. Hold here. Left hand grabs right foot, right hand to the sky. Back to center, other side. And we are warm, so heel toe those feet in. We're gonna get right into our first round of work. All right, so first exercise, you're gonna need 1 weight. 1 weight. I'm going heavy. I want you to go heavy as well. If I have to drop this and switch to a lighter weight, I will. You do the same. So all we're gonna do is a push to the side. So I'm gonna keep my feet wide. I am going to push from my chest as I come back to center. center, I'm gonna go around my head, around the world, push, and then come back just like that. Push, around the world, push, around the world. Keeping my hips stable, not locking my knees out, not arching my back, okay? 45 seconds on. We'll take 15 seconds off. I'll show you your next exercise while we're in it, and we'll get right into it. All right, guys, we are going in 5 seconds, so get your feet wide, get your weight ready at your chest, and let's go. Push, up and over. Push, working on shoulder mobility here. Belly button in tight, lots of core strength here as we take that weight away from our bodies. Working the chest, the shoulders, the triceps a little, up into the back as we rotate overhead. Keep those abs tight. I don't want you to arch the back here, very dangerous. Keep those hips right underneath your ribs, ribs right under the shoulders. You've got 5 seconds. This weight should feel heavy. And rest. All right, grab your other weight. Lunge, plie, lunge. So I'm going to face left, lunge, center, plie, face right, lunge, back to center. You've got 5 seconds and we go. Here it is. Can you touch that back knee to the floor? If the answer is no, that's okay, but try. Try to get down there and get back up. Again, not going for cardio work here, so there's no rush. We're not trying to get our heart rates up really high by moving fast. Our heart rates are getting up really high because we're working giant leg muscles, giant glute muscles with heavy weights, right? Press into that front heel to come up. You've got this. Chest stays lifted. Whew. You want these weights to feel heavy. If they don't, maybe you're able to move a little bit faster. Get a little bit different workout. And rest. All right, guys. One weight again. I'm going to actually drop down to a little bit lighter. You're going to take a lateral lunge to the corner with that around the world. So I'm going to take it to that left leg only, up and over. Left leg only, up and over. Okay, we go in 5 seconds. Here we go. I lunge down, bring that weight as low as I can, up and around. So I'm right now putting very little weight onto my left foot as I come up to standing. Maybe you're feeling like challenging that balance, lifting that foot completely off the ground. Maybe there's no way that's gonna happen. That's fine too. You do you. But again, we're really working on that core stability as we bring that weight up and over, around the head. Ooh. I almost lost it there. Stay with it, guys. You got it. Last one. All right, so next time through, we'll do the other side. Go back to your heavy weight. We push press. Go back to the top. Push press around the world. And we go right here. Let's go to the right. Push press around the world. Push press around the world. Don't hit yourself in the nose like I just did. Push press around the world. So as I was saying earlier, if you have lighter weights, moving faster, getting in more reps is a good alternative for you. Kind of working more on muscle endurance at that point until you can grab some heavier weights. Come on, you got this. You've got about 5 seconds. And rest. 15 seconds off. Get ready with your other weight though. We go lunge, plie, lunge. We'll go to our right first in 5 seconds. Shoulders back and down. Here we go, face right. Tap the knee if you can, plie center. Tap the knee if you can, plie center. Trying to get that booty and back as vertical as possible, like you're sliding down a wall. So I'm not angling back here like I would in a sumo squat. I'm sliding my back down a wall as vertically as I can. working these big muscles, naturally getting my heart rate up, toning the muscles at the same time. Woo. Challenging them, breaking them down so they can come back stronger. Last one. All right, grab that one weight. Maybe you're staying with your same heavy weight, maybe not. We lateral lunge to the right, and then up overhead with around the world. Here we go. Bring it down in front of that foot, up and over. So again, maybe start by tapping that right toe lightly by your left foot, and then maybe starting to lift it up. But if that makes you completely lose your balance, don't do it. When you challenge yourself, woo, see I'm losing my balance, I'm not gonna do it this time. You're challenging yourself in as many ways as possible, but we have to be safe with the weights. Every time, safe with the weights. You've got it. Coming up on 5 seconds, right here. And rest. All right, guys, you get a minute off. Get some water, and we'll get into our next round. All right, next round, we're gonna be doing squats and triceps. So, first exercise, I want you to grab the lighter weights that you have if you've got 2 sets, okay? We are going to go into just triceps kickbacks. So, knees are relatively close together, hip width or shoulder width apart, knees bent, flat back. We're gonna alternate, just kicking back, right and left. I'm alternating because these weights are a little heavy for me. You might do both arms at the same time if your weights are a little bit lighter. All right, let that heart rate come down just a bit, and we'll go in 10 seconds. Breathe. All right, guys, let's go. Right here, alternate, or both together looks like that. I can't do very many of those, so I'm alternating, not rushing. Belly button in tight to support the low back. If you need to, stagger your feet. Feel free. Next time, as we go through it on our second time through, you can switch the foot you have forward. Come on, no rush. Resistance work, toning work. It's not fast. Sometimes when you move really slow, it works those muscles even harder because they're fighting against gravity. They just want to drop the muscle or drop the weight. Don't let it happen. Last one. Whew. All right, good job, guys. Next thing we're gonna do is just a squat. Just a squat. I want you to bring those weights to your shoulders. I'm gonna go heavier, right at your shoulders, and we squat right here, down and up. I want you to really think about these weights getting higher because you press your hips higher. It's kind of a weird concept, but I want you to think of this motion as coming from the hips and legs because that's what's gonna help us in the next exercise when we thrust this weight or snatch this weight overhead. I hope you're going heavy. Come on. Feels good to get stronger. Feels good to push that limit. Almost there, guys. 5 seconds. Whew, rest. All right, I promised you snatches. So here's the deal. I want you to go heavy here. Heavy on the snatch. And then we're gonna use 2 hands on the triceps extension. Looks like this. I'm gonna snatch the weight overhead, bring my other hand up, 2 hands triceps extension, okay? 2 seconds. Here we go. I'm doing my left hand only. Next time I will come up, I will do my right hand only. So here's the deal. If your weight is light enough, go 1 arm on that triceps. I cannot. Up. I'm gonna get help from my right hand, bring it down. So on that snatch, like I said, I want you using those legs to power that weight up. Okay, it's not about your arm pulling. It's about the legs exploding up. Power through the back. last one. Breathe. Rest. We go back to the top. Triceps kickbacks. Whew. My right triceps are tired, so this is gonna be a little rough for them. All right, here we go. Knees bent, kick it back. 1 or 2, heavy or lighter. You're working what works for you today. Belly button tight, chest lifted. Building muscle mass, so important for bone density, for everyday strength, for keeping your metabolism up. So important. Come on. You got it, stay with it. Squeeze. Again, if you took one leg forward, take the other one forward this time. You're almost there. You've got 5 seconds. And rest. All right, guys, into those squats. Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy. Ooh, 5 seconds, here we go. Get the weights up to shoulders. And let's go. Squat and press. I want you to sit as low as you can without feeling any strain at the front of the knee and without letting your knees go over your toes. I want you to make sure you can always lift your toes. They should feel light compared to the pressure down into your heels. Again, think about making these weights rise by pushing your hips up. You got it. Seconds, a little less. Ooh. 3, 2, 1. Great. All right, snatch is next. Normally I wouldn't put a snatch and triceps together because triceps are tiny muscles, snatches use big muscles. But that's why we're adding that helping arm, okay? Helping arm. Here we go. Use the legs, bring the hand in to help. So I'm really just using this other hand to kind of support like a spotter hand. It's not really grabbing on quite as heavy as my working arm. So notice as I snatch it up, I'm really trying to have that motion roll through my whole body. Power from the legs to get the weight high. My arm is really just carrying the weight. Very similar to rowing. That is really powered by the legs. The arms are just there to hold that handle. You're almost there, guys. And rest. 1 minute off. That was the end of round 2. Round 3 coming up. Whew. All right. First exercise we're going to do is a twisted push-up. So, doing a push-up in a twisted position is going to help really activate your obliques. So getting a little core work in there too. So I'm going to come down onto my knees. Toes are going to be on the floor, but I'm going to rock my hips to the right and then come into my push-up right there, okay? So I'm really letting this right hip direct toward the floor, okay? Whew. Let that heart rate come down. You've got about 15-20 more seconds. We'll do all one side. We'll switch to the other side next round. All right, 10 seconds, guys. All right, get ready. Rock that right hip down. Here we go. So push-ups are pretty much my least favorite. Go slow, go controlled, think about form, think about those elbows coming angled back, not straight out to the sides. We're not doing a triceps push-up, you're not trying to scrape along your ribs. Exhale as you push up. As it gets harder, if you need to, come all the way down, lift the hands, push back up, okay? That sometimes is a little bit easier way to get yourself back up. Exhale, push up. Squeeze those abs in. We want those obliques working. Come on, you've got this. You can do this for 15 more seconds. I have no doubt. No doubt. 2 more. 1, last time. 2, excellent. All right, next exercise is that exercise that we did in the warm-up. So I'm gonna grab my weights. They're gonna be at my sides. I'm gonna come down into the squat. They're going to come to the front as I lift my hips, squat, and stand up, okay? Here we go. Squat, bring them forward. Lift, down, up. Squat, lift, down, up. Press into the heels, working the hamstrings, working the quads, working the glutes. I want you to feel a little stretch at the back, but I don't want it to be painful. Keep that back flat, your chest lifted. So here I am from the side. Squat, flat back. Just pressing those heels deeper into the floor to lift my feet up. Come on. 5 seconds. Almost there. And rest. All right, you need one weight. Here's what we're gonna do. You're going to keep that weight at the side. You are going to go into a push-up. You are going to pull that weight through, hop up, and then suitcase pickup. Put it back down and we go the other way. Here we go. Push up, come up, pass it through, hop forward, suitcase pickup. Put it down. Push up. Remember, you can always choose to step forward and back. You can step here, squat and push up, and then step back. Push up on your knees if you want to. Come to your toes to pull it through. Hop or step, suitcase pickup. You got it. Oh, I forgot to pass through. There we go. Ha-ha! And rest. All right, guys, that's round 3. We're going one more time. One more time. Push up. I'm going to face this way. My knees are going to lay the other way. With that left hip coming down toward the floor. All right, here we go. Elbows reach back. Chest leads, not forehead. Okay, so I'm not here, looking just in front of my mat. Don't let those knees slip out from under you. Readjust as you need to. Squeeze the abs in tight. Feel that in your obliques. It's a great twist there. Exhale as you push up. 10 seconds, guys. You've got this. And last one. Excellent. All right. Back to that squat lift. Squat. It's nice and cool today. Cooler than it has been, but it's still so muggy. Sweating like crazy. All right. Here we go. Squat, come in front. Raise. Stand up. Squat, flat back. So I'm not trying to straighten my legs. That would be virtually impossible with this weight in front of me and my back flat. Don't let those knees fold in. You want your feet to be nice and flat. The knees should be kind of pressing open. Never let them fall in. 5 seconds. And rest. All right, guys, one weight. Push up. Pull through. Don't forget to pull through like I did. Suitcase pickup. Ooh, 5 seconds. Let's go. Push up. Pass through. Suitcase pickup. And down. Push up. Pass through. Suitcase pickup. You got it. Stay with it. Trying to keep those hips square as you pull that weight through. Pull it through, hips square. Come on. down. Take a breather. You get a minute off. Let that heart rate come down. Hold your core. All right. We're going to be in a side plank. Grab one of your lighter weights. You can do this with or without a weight. You're going to be either on your bottom knee or feet stacked or staggered. I'm going to bring that weight under and forward, just to my chest. Under and forward, just to my chest. Okay, I'm not going to try to lift it up, strain through my shoulder at all. All right, we've got a few more seconds here breathing. We'll do all one side, all the other side. And then we'll do some core work for the back. Remember, the back is included in the core. All right, so start here, see how this feels. Bring that weight to your chest. Slide it under and back up. I say slide, I don't mean slide. You're bringing it under and back to the chest. Next step, if you want to try staggering the feet. Stagger or stack. You've got this. You can do this without a weight. Reach the hand under and back up. Your call. Whew. Again, what works for you. Stay with it. Almost there. And rest. All right, come to the other side. Whew. Other side. Same thing. Start on the knee. See how it feels, and then we'll change to the staggered. Put it in front of your chest. Let's go. Under, forward. Under, forward. You don't want to rush this. You don't want it to tip you over and pull you under. Staggered feet or stacked. Again, working those obliques. Squeeze the belly button in tight. You've got it. Come on, 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Come up. Excellent job. All right, on your bellies. Okay. This is a great exercise for posture. So I'm going to lay on my stomach with my forehead on the ground, my hands behind my head. What I'm going to do is change my hands from being palms down on my head to palms up on my low back, okay? But my face is never going to touch the mat, and ideally neither will your collarbone. Keep it lifted up as high as you can. All right, here we go. I gave you a little bit longer than your 15 seconds off because I needed to explain. No rush. You don't have to lift higher as you come back to this position. I do sort of out of habit, lift higher and squeeze into my glutes. You do what works for you, but try never to let that face touch the mat. Ooh, that burn through my shoulders. They're already so tired. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. You're almost there. 5 seconds. Woo, rest. So nice. All right, guys. Back to side plank. I'm going to do something a little different this time. I'm going to do a hip tap. So come up onto that forearm. No weights. No weights. And let's just tap the hip. Here we go. Tap and lift. You can do this with feet stacked, feet staggered. You can't really do it on your knee. So hopefully one of these works for you. If not, put that knee down. Go back to that rotation. Right? Squeeze. Bring this top hand. Feel your obliques on the underside. Feel them working. Pull the belly button in tight. So good. 15 seconds. Come on. You don't actually have to tap your hip. My hip's not tapping. My thigh and my calf are a little bit. kind of that idea of that motion. And rest. Whew. That one's tough. All right. Other side. All right, here we go. Come on up. So I do recommend getting a whole bunch of different weights. The other day, my husband wanted to borrow my 12s. And he did, and I told him I needed them back for my workout. And he's like, well, you have 10s and 15s. And he didn't really get the concept that sometimes 10s are too light, 15s are too heavy, and 12 is exactly what I need. It's like a Goldilocks situation. It's amazing what 2 or 3 pounds can do, how much harder it can make it. So don't, if you get heavier weights, don't jump from 8s to 15s. Take some staggered steps there. Come on, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right, back to that posture work. Breathe. This is your last exercise, guys. Let me just get to stretch. So nice. All right, come down. Here we go. Back of the head, low back. Back of the head, low back. Keeping that face off the mat. Maybe the collarbone lifting a little higher. Maybe you can get your sternum up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Press the hip bones into the mat. Seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So nice, guys. Push back, child's pose. Just take a break here. Whew. Just sink into it. Press forward onto all fours. Let's take a couple cat-cows. So get those knees underneath your hips. Let your belly drop. Maybe rock the hips back and forth and then roll through. Maybe rock the shoulders. Do it one more time. Cow and cat. Good. I'm going to bring that left knee underneath me. Step my right foot forward. Up and just sink into this back hip, just pressing it forward, getting those hip flexors lengthened. If you can, push back, grab this foot, and then tuck the hips, quad stretch. If you can't do that, you can always do it standing up. Maybe at the end of that workout, so you stay in this position, or just come back to it, because we're going to take our next stretch down here. So if you're standing up, come back down. Release that foot. So let's stay at kind of 90-90. I'm going to take my left hand outside my right thigh and then bring that right hand back. Nice twist here. If you want to, if you can, take your hand down to the floor. A little modified. Would that be a modified half moon, I guess? All right, hands to the floor, sit back onto the heel. Pull that hip back, don't let it rock forward. Elongate through those hamstrings. Good, press up, switch the feet out. Press into this back hip, lengthen through the hip flexors. Press back, reach the hand back if you can, grab the foot. So we all have days where the last thing we want to do is work out, but if you can get it done, you will be so happy. All you have to do is keep moving, and all you have to do is get started. Getting started often is the hardest part, as most of you know, right? So sometimes you have to convince yourself, let's go for that twist, that it's important to move your body. And that really, it's just your brain playing tricks on you. I mean, obviously sometimes you're sick, sometimes you're just too tired. Sometimes it doesn't fit into your schedule. But if you can get it done, if you can get yourself to stop scrolling through Pinterest or Instagram and realize that you've got 30 minutes right there. It's amazing how quickly 30 minutes goes by when you're on your phone versus 30 minutes on your mat. So think about that. It's the same 30 minutes. It doesn't feel the same, but it's the same 30 minutes. Find the time. Get your body moving. Let's come back. Let's press into a down dog. Press the hips up, the chest back. And then let's walk our hands back to our feet. Hang here a second. Bend the knees, roll all the way up. Big inhale high. Bring the hands back behind you, clasp together, press down, lift away. You guys did an awesome job. Great job. I hope you pushed yourself. I hope you got those heavy weights, and if you don't have heavy weights yet, go get them. And come back and do this exercise, this routine with heavier weights, and you'll see it makes a difference. It really does. All right, you guys, you did a great job. I'll see you next time. Bye.